Get ready with me while I talk about what I took for granted in the US as someone who lives in Japan now. I think one of the biggest culture shocks I get coming back to America after being in Japan for so long is the amount of small talk. People in the US are just extremely friendly, and I know sometimes that can be seen as a bad thing because other people say we're fake. But honestly, after living in Tokyo for so long, you realize that the small talk from strangers can sometimes make your day. And even though I'm an introvert and I prefer not to talk to strangers most of the time, Tokyo can be isolating. Number two is just the amount of space there is in the US. Tokyo is just crazy sometimes when it comes to the amount of people that can pack into one space. And as someone who's not the biggest fan of crowds, sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming. And also adding on to that, I think I just took for granted having a car and being able to drive myself anywhere. Don't get me wrong, I love public transportation. It's so convenient, good for the environment, but sometimes there's just something about driving in your car alone with music, windows rolled down, just enjoying time by yourself. Another thing about the US is that everything's digital. In Japan, when you move, when you have to apply for something, usually you have to apply in person and fill out a bunch of documents, whereas in the US, a lot of the time, everything you can just do on your phone or computer. And then finally, one last one is just having big appliances in the US. I live in a tiny Tokyo apartment. I don't have an oven. I have a tiny kitchen. And like most people in Tokyo, I only have a washing machine. I don't have a drying machine. Anyway, I still love Japan, still love living there, and don't have plans to move back to the US anytime soon. They're just things that I noticed that I took for granted when I did live here.